The world is going through a very scary time right now. People are sick, people are dying, businesses are closing, and just about everyone is being forced into isolation themselves. It's lonely, it's uncertain, and it's pretty damn scary if you ask me, but there will be an end to this. The question is, when is that going to be? In the meantime, though, we're going to share with you guys some scary facts that you need to know. How's it going, YouTube? I'm your host, Landon Dallas, and welcome back to another Most Basic Top 10 video. So just before we get started, I want to know, what is the most ridiculous rumor that you've heard about this current global crisis that is happening? Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you guys are new here. Ring the notification bell to never miss another Most Basic Top 10 video ever again. So let's get started with this one. This is the top 10 scary things you need to know about the coronavirus, part 2. Starting us off, number 10 is the fact that hospitals are running out of equipment. Hospitals around the world are reporting a shortage of supplies, including gowns, gloves, masks, ventilators, and this is a result of the massive crowding the hospitals are experiencing right now. Some companies have fully changed their production lines to start making masks instead of regular clothing, and even Tesla. I mean, Elon himself has turned one of his factories into a ventilator factory. It's pretty impressive what's going on right now, and I'm pretty sure the guy that made the Dyson vacuums, well, Dyson himself, he created a ventilator in like 5 days. Absolutely mind-blowing. Next up on this list, number 9, tents and hockey arenas are being used to store dead bodies because the morgues are just too full. This is pretty morbid to even think about, but this has become our reality. It's a very, very scary time. I really hope you guys are staying isolated right now, and I hope you're washing your hands as much as you can, and I really do hope everyone watching this video is taking this whole thing seriously, because the more serious that we take it, the faster that the spread slows down and eventually dwindles until non-existence, and that we can rejoin the real world. We don't have to practice social distancing anymore. I don't have to go to a park and get fined $5,000. So many people have passed away because of this pandemic. The morgues are at its capacity. This has made medical workers have to come up with quick solutions, and that means getting tents and using hockey arenas to store the bodies. I understand how this is necessary at the moment, but it's honestly just so heartbreaking. Number 8, world leaders have tested positive for the virus. For some reason, situations started getting a lot scarier once world leaders were affected. Maybe it's because there are usually a lot of precautions in place to keep them safe, and if they can get infected, a lot of you guys are now thinking, oh my god, maybe I can get infected as well. Leaders such as England's Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Prince Charles, Rand Paul. I mean, those are just a few notable leaders that have tested positive so far. President Donald Trump claims to have tested negative, and we do see his press conferences, and he's pretty close in proximity to other people. So, I mean, he might be telling the truth on that one, because if he tested positive for the virus and he's touching the podium mic and he's letting other people talk into that mic, or he's just a few feet away from them, I mean, that's not right. If he has the coronavirus, he knows that he can easily pass it on. So I truly believe that he doesn't have the virus. And what happens if he does and he lies about it? What are the consequences for that? And at number 7, America has long surpassed Italy in total cases, and it's been reported that America is going to see its worst day in a couple of weeks, and it's estimated that 100,000 to even 240,000 people will die in America due to the virus if we're on the track we're on right now. And thank God that Donald Trump did not open America on Easter. Down here in Canada, or I guess up here in Canada if you guys are watching from the States, or over the seas if you're watching from the UK, it's been reported that this might be going on, like the whole shutdown thing might be going on down here until July 1st or even August 1st. So goodbye to my 30th birthday. We're spending it indoors. Maybe we'll have a Skype party with you guys. Coming at number 6, people in the US are being turned away from hospitals despite having symptoms. One 17-year-old boy has been turned away from getting treatment at the hospital because he didn't have insurance. He later ended up dying of COVID-19. This boy isn't even the first young person to exhibit deadly symptoms, which goes against the previous claims that it only affects the elderly and those with pre-existing conditions. So everyone who's watching this video right now, please stay indoors as much as you can. Please practice social distancing. This isn't a time to see family, parents, friends. This is a time to stay home, stay in isolation. It's just not worth the risk. Number 5, it is still growing exponentially in a lot of countries, especially in the US. This means that instead of growing by a few cases every day, it's literally doubling every single day. And this is pretty scary. At the time of this recording, it's sad to say that we passed 1 million cases, and in fact, we're at 1.1 million cases, and this is recorded April the 4th, and the deaths are about to peak over 60,000. There has been over 227,000 people who have recovered from this, and as of right now, only 5% are in serious or critical condition. The US right now, at the time of this recording, has over 266,000 cases, and just reported for new cases is over 21,000 new cases. So I know the world's at 1 million right now, but it seems like America themselves is going to quickly approach over that 1 million mark. And other countries haven't even slowed down. Italy has 4,500 new cases. Spain has 5,600 new cases. It seems like Italy's deaths has slowed down, but it's still pretty brutal. They have the most deaths at the time of this recording. They have around 15,000. Number 4, some essential businesses aren't taking proper precautions. And a lot of these businesses are being fined. There was one Tim Hortons. They had 10 employees in the building, and they were warned multiple times that the limit is 5. So they were forced to be shut down. Well, all over the world, businesses have been either forced or pressured to close or adjust their procedures to make it safer for their customers and, for themselves, for their own employees. But some companies just aren't taking this serious enough, and they're using the worst excuses for protecting their employees. GameStop, for example, has implemented curbside pickup for customers, but they're making their employees wear plastic bags on their hands, not gloves. Plastic bags. Newsflash for you, this will not help you. Yes, there is a shortage of protective equipment, but as a company, it's a responsibility to find a solution. Or how about this? How about you join everyone else and just shut down? It's just not worth the risk. Lazy solutions like this is just going to encourage the spread. Number 3, assisted living homes, like nursing homes, retirement homes, are being drastically impacted by the virus. And it's very sad to see. It was on the news the other day. There was one nursing home. I think they had about 80 residents, and 30 of them caught the virus, and I think 23 of them passed away. It seems to spread so fast in nursing homes, and they're the most vulnerable people. And it's so sad because I'm seeing near my local nursing homes, you can't even go visit. You can't even go visit the elderly. In places where elderly and immunocompromised people live in close quarters, it is super dangerous for there to be a single positive test because, like I just said, that's going to spread like wildfire. And at number 2, the death rate seems to be only going up. I mean, well, obviously, the death rate can't go down, but I'm talking about we want the death rate to level out and then start coming down with the daily death rates. To eventually eradicate this, I want to see 0 death rates in the States and Italy and Spain and France and all those places that are becoming the epicenter. New York is having a crisis down there. Everything is full. Hospitals are full. It's a scary time, but I hate seeing pictures of everyone on the streets. I think everyone should just stay home. Not even to protect themselves, but to protect the other people around you. This may just be it, but it seems like the death rate in countries, it's just increasing dramatically. And finally, at number 1, there's now what people are calling infodemic around the world. This basically means there's a huge spread of misinformation, which contributes to the fear-mongering and also potentially putting people in more danger. No, eating garlic and putting onions around your home won't protect you. Drinking water won't bring the bacteria to your stomach, and therefore it's gonna dissolve the bacteria. It's just not how it works, and I hate to see people trying this, thinking they're cured of the virus, and then they're walking around because they feel like everyone can do the same thing. Everyone has garlic, everyone has water, and they're not taking it as serious as they should. People are saying if you drink water every 15 minutes, you can wash the virus down your throat, it dissolves in your stomach. Absolute ludicrous. So many people are sharing these facts and tips online like they're actually trying to help other people, but it's misinformation. Make sure you guys are looking at your local authorities, your local websites, or listening to the news every single day, and make sure you're getting your sources from a reputable source. Make sure the sources are coming from President Donald Trump's mouth himself, Justin Trudeau up here in Canada. Make sure you're getting the right information. There's the CDC, there's the WHO. Those are your best friends right now. Well, there you guys have it. That was the top 10 scary things you need to know about the coronavirus part 2. It sucks we have to make a part 2 of this one. Let me know if I should make a part 3. Let me know in the comment section below what I should include in part 3. That's it for me, guys. I hope you guys are taking this seriously. I was your host, Landon Dalsing, and I will see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video.